Hello and welcome to this yoga class to help you feel a little bit more grounded. Today we're going to be working on our root chakra, which can help us feel a little bit more stable. So if you do feel a little bit like you're up in the air, then this is a really great class for you. Before we begin, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and I will see you on the mat. We're going to start today's class in a child's pose. So let's bring our toes together, knees wide. Bring your hands in front and just slowly walk yourself down. Arms come up above. Rest your forehead down onto the ground. And let's relax everything here. And let's take a couple of deep breaths. Slow inhales. Slow exhales. Trying to relax your body into the ground. And then slowly lifting your head, come up onto all fours. Shoulders above the wrists, hips above the knees, spread your fingers nice and wide. Let's take a couple moments here, really feel the pressure in your hands onto the ground. And then tuck your toes under. Going to come into downward facing dog. So lift your knees up. Keep a bend in your knees. Push your chest backwards and lift your hips up as high as you can towards the sky. Hands are shoulder width, feet are hips distance. Trying to create as much length in your spine as possible. Keep pushing that chest backwards. And then bend the knees even more. Look towards your hands. Take a big step and come to a forward fold at the top of your mat. So feet hips distance, slight bend of the knees. Upper body is folded over. Lift your toes up. Spread your toes nice and wide and then place them back down. Grab opposite elbows and let your head and your whole upper body relax here. Maybe gently swaying side to side. Feeling your toes move as you balance here. And then releasing the hands down. Slowly bend the knees and roll up through the body. Let your arms dangle. And then once you get towards standing, start straightening the knees. Roll your shoulders back. And find yourself in mountain pose at the top of your mat. Okay, from here we're going to pick up the left leg. Place it behind us. Step back quite far. Turn your body towards the left. Turn your right toes in. Keeping your toes where they are. Bring your heels in. And then bend into those knees and come down into your goddess squat. So quite low here. You can have your hands on your hips to start with. Just make sure here that you're lengthening through the spine. So you're not leaning forward. Try and keep that spine upright. Push your knees backwards. If you'd like, you can bring the hands up and then cactus the arms. Again, dig into the earth with your feet, with your toes. Sink those hips nice and low. Hands back to the hips. Come up, straighten those legs, and then step back to the top of your mat. Feet hips distance. Arms down by the sides. We're going to bend the knees, sweep the arms in front in line with the ears, and sit your bum back into your imaginary chair, into chair pose. Slow breaths, really focus on that slow inhale, slow exhale. Feel your legs working. And then fold forward. Upper body comes over, just a minor bend in those knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back with your left leg and come into a high lunge. Keep that left knee off the ground. Fingertips can be on the ground here for balance. Lengthen through the spine. Focus on those breaths. And then plant the hands, right foot steps back, downward facing dog. Lift those hips up nice and high again. Again, imagine belly to thighs and hips to sky. Lengthen through that spine. And then bend the knees, look towards the hands. Step up, this time with the opposite leg, and come into your forward fold. Bend the knees, slowly roll up, dig in with your toes here, and come all the way up to standing at the top of your mat. Roll your shoulders back. This time I'm going to step back with the right leg. I'll be facing away from you this time. Turn your left toes in. Keep your toes where they are, turn your heels in, squat down, bring those hips nice and low. Bring your knees backwards. Again, up to you here. You can stay with your hands on your hips or bring your hands up and cactus them open. Wherever you are, find that balance. Turn your core muscles on slightly and sink those hips down low. Really working on the lower body today, the legs that help support us. Hands back to the hips, straighten those legs, come to stand at the top of the mat again, feet hips distance, arms down by the side, bend the knees, come back to your chair pose, arms in line with your ears, sit your hips down. From here, maybe play with a little bit of balance. Maybe come up onto your tiptoes. And then fold it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, take the right foot back this time to your high lunge. Keep that knee off the ground. Slow inhales and exhales. Plant the hands, step the left foot back, downward facing dog. Toes together at the back of your mat. Drop your knees as wide as your yoga mat. Untuck the toes, child's pose. Arms stay out long. Rest your forehead down. Slow inhales and exhales here. Again, just feeling the earth beneath you. Noticing how your legs feel after that. Hopefully a little bit stronger, a little bit more stable. And then slowly lift your head, walk your hands back up, and that's us done for today. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you do feel a little bit more grounded after that. If you would like longer classes or you prefer doing live classes to help keep you accountable, then feel free to check out my membership, Lakora Live. I'll leave a link in the description below.